Hey guys, what's going on? Erik here, Florida High Performance. I've got a badass 2017 CTS-V behind me. If you follow us on Instagram, you already know this thing's getting a slew of parts. A 427, a big blower, fuel system E85. We're gonna be pushing quadruple digits on this thing. Man, I am so excited. If you've seen it on Instagram, you know this is gonna be crazy. So come along for a ride, check out this build series with us. Looking forward to it. So guys, want to get right into it. The parts for this build, crazy. Best of the best, of course, Florida High Performance, right? You come here, you're gonna get the best of the best. So, because we're putting such a big motor in the CTS-V, and because we need so much air, right off the bat, we knew we would need a bigger supercharger. This car was actually already modified. It had a Whipple 2.9 liter supercharger on it, which was fine, there was nothing wrong with that. But we were looking for a little bit more efficiency, and obviously with the bigger motor, more airflow, right? We want to keep things cooler, and we want to make as much power as we can with the most reliability. That's where the Kong Performance 2650 comes in. As you all know, the 2650s are very popular right now. There's a number of companies who make them, and out of the box, these things are moving more air, and they're doing it more efficiently, and they're making more power than some of the other superchargers that are on the market. So when we spoke to the customer, this was a no-brainer. So what's nice about this supercharger is it's a bolt-on application to any LT engine. This is specific to the LT4 that's in the CTS-V. It's going to go right on. It's going to provide the airflow that we need to make the power we want. It's going to do it, and it's going to run nice and cool. So our intake air temps and our manifold air temps will always be under control, which is a plus, right? Especially in South Florida with the heat. And the efficiency factor on this blower just goes through the roof. And this thing with ease will get us those numbers that we're looking for at the rear wheels. What's nice about this too is Kong Performance takes it. It's an Edelbrock supercharger. They take it, they open it up, they open up the snout to 103 millimeters. They do some CNC work on the inside of the blower and in the case as well, all adding more airflow and efficiency. Again, airflow, efficiency, power, that's what we're after on this build. That's what this blower is going to do. So another item we have here that's going to help with the overall airflow is a K-Tech 103 millimeter throttle body. This thing is not only great looking, it's a nice looking part, they also come in black, but more importantly, it's going to allow us to move the air through the blower and eventually into the motor that we're going to need to support the power we want to make. Now, as I mentioned before, the Kong supercharger, we had ported to 103 millimeters on the snout. That's exactly what size this throttle body is, which is great, so it'll be a direct bolt on to the blower. The other nice thing about these throttle bodies is they've improved the technology in the actual motor and the gearing, so they won't close under heavy boost conditions. Some of the older aftermarket throttle bodies, the blade would tend to close at wide open throttle, which would cause some issues. So we're no longer going to have those problems with this. It's an awesome product, and we typically keep it in stock too. So we're going to be using that. Now, of course, with more airflow comes the need for more fueling. This particular car is going to be on E85. So we turned to our friends at 4 Innovations, and we're actually going to be installing one of their triple in-tank systems. These things are awesome. The kit comes with everything you need, from the billet hat to the pumps to the hanger. You're able to put your sending unit on here, so it's kind of a plug-and-play application. This will support more than enough horsepower than what we're going to make, which is great. It'll come with the lines and everything we need. These are E85 safe lines, so you can get a Teflon line if you need, but come with the fuel lines you're going to need, the regulator, all the controllers and everything. It's a very complete kit, so we typically use their stuff on all of our builds here. And of course, guys, you can't forget looks. This is a new product we just came out with, super excited about it. These are our LT series billet valve covers, LT1 through LT5, it's direct bolt-on. It's a good looking billet valve cover. We will be utilizing this in the CTS-V build. We have these in stock. We're having trouble keeping them on the shelves. They come in a variety of colors. You can get them with or without our logo. We will be using these, as I said, on this build. So not only is it going to run well, but it's going to look great. So another nice item that's been added to this build sheet. If you're interested in more information on these valve covers, you can certainly reach out to me, and I'm happy to tell you more about them. Okay, guys, the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm going to talk about the heart of this beast. We decided to go with an aluminum sleeved block over, say, an iron block for weight savings, and it'll run a little bit cooler on the street. The sleeves are made by Darton. They cut the factory sleeves out. Texas bead presses in a new sleeve. That's going to give us the cylinder wall thickness that we need to put a lot of boost in the cylinder and not have any issues with cracking or failing. These are forged pistons from Wiseco. They're connected to some billet connecting rods and a Cali's Magnum crankshaft. Not only is it going to be able to handle the power we're putting through it, but 427 cubes at the end of the day, it's going to move a ton of air, make a ton of power. A lot of you out there may be asking, why not, you know, a 390, why not a 416? With this build and the goal that the customer had, we wanted to go crazy with it. We've put one of our custom motion grind camshafts in this engine. It's going to help us move that air. It's going to chop real nice. This engine also comes as a pretty cool timing cover. It's made by K-Tech Performance. Basically, it's a billet front cover that deletes the variable valve timing of the VVT that would come factory in this engine. So I've got a fixed cam sprocket underneath this front cover. It looks cool. It's a billet, so that's always a plus. And more importantly, it's going to add the reliability we need. So once we install the cam and we eliminate variable valve timing, we no longer have to worry about anything failing up here. So a really, really nice piece. Any of our high performance builds either get one of these or something similar to it. So definitely another nice piece on this motor. So guys, I'm curious to see what you think it's going to make. Comment below. Give me your idea. What do you think this car is going to make at the rear wheels? I'm thinking 1,000, 1,100 wheel. We'll see. Who knows? We appreciate you checking this video out. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode of this badass CTS-V.